Hello, dear students. I am Dr. Kapil Chaturvedi, Associate Professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Sagar Institute of Research and Technology, CH Group, Bhopal. Today, we will discuss our topic, Principles of Modern Software Management, under our Module 1 and Lecture 5. So, as the formal definition of Principles of Modern Software Management, software development should not test their own software. They should not be primary testers of their own software. Using coupling and cohesion are best way to measure software's inherent maintainability and adaptability. Our employees will work in a far better way if we have high expectations for them. So if we are going on software management, how we manage the softwares, what kind of principles we have to keep in mind, we'll discuss in this topic. So there are some modern principles for development of softwares. To develop a proper software, one should follow the following 10 principles for the software development. So always keep in mind for software development process, this is the formal principles which we have to keep in mind. We are going to manage the software. First one is architecture. Architecture approach, then iterative life cycle process, component based approach, change management system, round trip engineering, model based annual evaluation, objective quality control, evolving levels of details, establishing a configurable process, and demonstration based approach. So in short, we discussed that architecture first approach, it means that says about designing. Iterative life cycle process, it means, as we know, that the software is not a single time process. Once we implement a software, customer may come again and to modify their software as per their new policies. So this is the iterative life cycle process. Component based approach, it means the concept of reusability. Change management system, it means if organization change their workflow, work management, then we'll have to focus on that. Round trip engineering, model based evaluation, it means different kind of modules we are adapting to develop the softwares. Objective quality control, it means the objective of the project should keep in mind always during the whole management process. Evolving level of details, establishing a configurable process, and demonstration based approach. We'll discuss each and every steps in detail in the next slides. So the first is architecture first approach. In this approach, over the main aim is to build a strong architecture for our software. All the ambiguities and flaw are being identified during the very trivial phase. Also, we can take all the decisions regarding the decision of the software, which will enhance the productivity of our software. So in this step, mainly focus is on what kind of flow we are adopting to develop a software, so that we can remove the repetition of single process. Iterative life cycle process says that an iterative life cycle process, we repeated the process again and again to eliminate the risk factors. And iterative life cycle, we mainly have 4 steps: requirements gathering, design, implementation, and testing. All these steps are repeated again and again until we mitigate the risk factor. Iterative life cycle process is important to elevate risk at an early stage. By repeating the above mentioned step again and again, it means we'll have to focus on design, implementation, testing, requirement gathering, design, implementation, testing. And we say that when new modification came for in a software, then first of all we'll have to gather the information regarding new updations, make a required design for that, implement new logics as per new design, and perform the testing to check new module. So this is the iterative life cycle process. Third one is component-based approach. As we say that this is the concept of reusability. In component-based approach is a widely used and successful approach in which we reuse the previous defined functions for the software development. We reuse the part of code in the form of components. Component-based user interface development optimize the requirements and design process, and thus is one of the important modern software principle. So we discussed these component-based approach in previous lectures. In component software development model is very similar to the spiral model. Change management system is the process. This is the fourth phase. Fourth thing. Change management is a process responsible for managing all changes. The main aim of change management is to improve the quality of software by performing necessary changes. All changes implemented or then tested and certified. So if you are making any change in your process, then you'll have to check and cross check is that process is proper or not. The meaning of certified, it means you must have your, if you are changing any of the flow in the software, then you'll have to verify that flow from the customer. So this is the tested and certified. That is the meaning of testing and certification, certified. Round-trip engineering says that in round-trip engineering, code generation and reverse engineering tasks take place at the same time in a dynamic environment. Both components are integrated so that developers can easily work on both of them. In round-trip engineering, then the main characteristic in automatic update of artifacts. So when developers develop a software and write the code continuously, parallelly, the main manage some of the documents related to the development, because if that developer leave anytime then that project and any other one will take the charge of that developer, can easily understand that workflow. So a developer have to follow the engineering and reverse engineering and make the artifacts related to the development time to time. So that process is round trip engineering process. Model-based evolution, it means model-based evolution is an important principle of software development. A model-based approach support the evolution of graphic and textual notations. It means we discussed in detail in the last lectures where we follow the different kind of models. We discussed the different kind of models like waterfall, spiral, component-based, incremental. Much more models are available in the literature. So that mechanism says that the evolution should be of model-based, not the random evaluation should be carried out. Objective quality control, it means the objective of quality control is to improve the quality of our software. It involves quality management plan, quality metrics, quality checklist, quality baselines, and quality improvement measures. The case says that quality control is not a single step process. That is a well-defined process which we have to check in which we have to check and we have to focus on the various factors like management plan is proper or not, quality metrics. It means that include many kind of factors which we have to cross check. Quality checklist again, that will contain many of the points which we have to checklist. Quality baselines, it means modules was developed in the timeline or not, and quality improvement as per the requirement or not. So this is that are the major factors under which we have to check the objective is meet properly or not. So this one is objective quality control. Evolving levels of details, it means plan, intermediate, release in groups of users. Scenario with evolving levels of details, we must plan an incremental release in which we have an evolving level of use case, architecture, and details. It means if you are working on an incremental model, it means if you are working on the different modules, and at last you are uh, assembling that modules, then we'll have to focus on the intermediate plan before releasing and before assembling that different increments to make a proper software. Establish a configurable process. It means establish a configurable process that is economically scalable. One single process is not suitable for all the evolvement. So we must use configurable process which can deals with various applications. So that says that your software should always be scalable. Means if you are have to increase or decrease the features of the software, then it can be possible. As well as a configure process that economically scalable. Economically scalable, it means if you are increasing the different features, then the cost should also be increased, and if you are decreasing the features, then cost of decrease. One single process is not suitable for all the development, so must be configurable process which can deals with various applications. So that kind of features should also be in your process, in a management process. Demonstration based approach is the last thing, last principle. We say that in this approach, we mainly focus on demonstration. It helps in the increase of productivity and quality of our software by representing a clear description about problem domain approaches used and the solutions. So that thing is that if you are working on a software management process, if you are working on a software which manages the software, so you'll have to keep in mind at last there should be a graphical representation of all of the analysis of or all of the progresses of project, so that we can easily understand on which point software is developing normally and where we are lacking. Also that software can show some of the solutions, how we overcome that problems, how we reach the timelines, and how we again and the goals in given timeline as well uh, in given cost. So demonstration is main important thing in software project management process, where by graphical representations we can easily understand uh, the overall summary of our managerial management process. So this is our fifth lecture. Thank you.